Hey folks, welcome back. So today, man, it's been busy. We've been busy with swarms, bee rescue call removals, trying to stay up on top of the hives. So today I just gotta grab the camera and I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna set up a new stand. What I need to do is I need to get the bees that are out back underneath my oak tree out of the yard. We're gonna move them away about 5 miles plus, a little further to my A yard. But I am gonna set up a stand using the masonry blocks and some landscaping timbers. Super simple way to put up a hive stand on the cheap. So here in the back of my truck, again, I got my smoker. I'm gonna bring it along just in case I need it. I got a little 5-frame nuke box with a lid. There's no frames in there, but I'm gonna bring that along. And I got some frames here. I do have a 10-frame box on a bottom board. I got frames that have the black plasticell in them, and I got a couple of foundationless frames. These don't have any starter strip or string in them, so I don't know if I'll use them or I gotta string them up. I got my toolbox. I got a weed whip over here. Weed whip is got gas in it. Again, it's been started a couple times. I was just over at my C yard, my neighbor Claudia's, where I have other bees, and weed whipped underneath those hives. It works fine. And also, if you notice, I just mowed this lawn, so I am going to collect some grass shavings here. This makes good starter fuel, good smoker fuel. Grass clippings. Again, I don't do any chemical treatment for my lawn, so none of this has been sprayed. It's just all grass. Okay, the other thing I'm going to use is 4 masonry blocks or cinder blocks. We need 4 of them because I am going to set up a little stand with the timbers going through the mason block. So we're gonna put these in the back of my truck. Okay, so we're here at the A yard and we got the cinder blocks here that we're gonna move into the back. Again, we got the weed eater string, something to cut with. We got some smoker fuel. These are the landscaping timbers. You can see they're long, real thick and sturdy and heavy. And there's 2 of them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna place those cinder blocks vertically and we'll slide these through and space them apart. And there's a super backyard beekeeper budget-friendly hive stand. Okay folks, and you'll see here, again, this is my A yard, so I'm gonna try to weed whip that area as best I can, and I'm gonna set up another little 3rd stand behind this front one. So here you may see I kind of weed whacked a little bit of the area, but I set up another couple of cinder blocks with the landscaping timbers through them. Doesn't have to be rocket science, but now I can set the colonies that I got underneath my oak tree. I can relocate them at nighttime, place them on this stand. Maybe I'll make another stand here as well, and that way I can just move them here for temporary, leave them for 2 weeks, and then I can move them back to my bee yard or relocate them again if I want to. So I'm gonna keep on weed whapping this area. I still got a thick part back here, and the bees really didn't seem to care when I went in front of them, so I'm going to try to clear out the area a little more, and we'll see how it goes. So what I'd like to do now is do an inspection. I just want to take a quick peek, if you will, into these hives, especially this one here on the end. This was a recent cutout that was left with queen cells. That was a food frame, so what you guys weren't seeing there, this frame that I had rubber band, the bees chewed away the rubber bands, so now the top is loose, the bottom is connected, but that's why it was kind of falling apart. cells that are chewed out, so definitely signs of emerged queens. Okay, so beekeeper summary notes here. We have this cut out, mostly old comb. We'll need to double check on them again. That's why I have a little double stack brick just to check on these again next week. But lots of bees, lots of cat brood still. This nuke here, I did not check the bottom. The top was all 5 frames, mostly honey stores. 2 of the frames had a little bit of capping left to go. I will need to come back out here, pull some frames out, give them the empties, and check the brood box below. This colony here, I just checked, mostly nectar. I did find 1 queen cell that was fully capped. Saw no evidence or signs of a queen that's existing. So I do believe they are queenless. Lots of open cells of nectar and pollen. They had a whole frame of open pollen cells. Again, no queen. Plenty of bees though, so the population is fine. This particular colony does have an inner cover. On the inner cover, I did observe some carpenter ants, the smaller ones. There were no ants inside of the hive. Okay, so you'll see here, we're in front of this busy little nuke, and I think it might need a bigger box. And unfortunately, I don't have another 5 frame hive body just to stack on. So I do have a 10 frame. I got a couple of empty frames on the sides, and I'll just go ahead and transfer the frames. Okay, so I'm noticing right now most of the bees in flight are drones. Most of these bees all flying around, they're all drones. Very few, if any, workers. So we just transferred that nucleus, 5 frames, into a bigger 10 frame box, and we'll see how they continue to grow. It's an amazing number of drones. Almost like a drone congregation came back. Maybe there was a queen that returned on her mating flight. Who knows? Anything beekeeping is possible. Alright folks, so here's a little summary. Again, my weed whip kind of ran out of gas there. I ran out of gas too, but got a little bit of tall grass here, a little bit of tall grass, but I managed to clear out a section here. We got another stand. Same with the back, we have another stand, plenty of space to move hives. Thanks again for tuning in, folks. It's still 88 degrees out here. It's hot and sweaty when you're in a bee suit. I'm not in a suit, but I am wearing a jacket. I appreciate y'all following along. So hopefully more videos in the future. Have a good day.